What we're going to do here, we're going to explore what happens with the polygons, okay? So we need to fill out all this table. So what we're going to do is I'm going to help you with the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4. First one, number 3, and then I'll give you a chance to everybody work in number 4, and then I'll assign 5, 6, and 7, and 8, okay? So let's start with the first one. What is the name of a 3-sided polygon? Triangle. So let's put the name here, triangle. What is the number of, how many triangles are formed with that one figure? Well, that is only one triangle. The sum of the interior angles measure. If I add all the angles, that is equals to 180. That's right. So that's supposed to be 180. Okay, now what about one inside angle? By the way, these are regular polygons. So one inside angle, well, I have, if you look at the picture on the left, it must be 60, right? Because if it's 180 and you have 3 equal angles, then each one of those angles is going to be 60. Perfect. What about an outside angle?
It will be 60.
Well, an outside angle, what you do, let's extend the sides. And if the inside is 60, each one of the inside angles are 60. There you go. The outside angle, which is this one, is the supplement of 60, which is 120, right? So each one of the outside angles would be 120. Because it's a straight line, and lines, they measure 180 degrees, right?
Yes, you did it at the beginning of the year, right?
That is right. This is from the beginning of the year. So an exterior angle measure would be 120. Okay. Now what if you get the sum of all the outside angles? The sum 120, 120, 120 is 360. 360. Okay, perfect. How do I get the 360 or the 120? The 360 is the sum of all the outside angles. Okay, so if I look at the triangle, I had 3 outside angles. So when I added the 120, when I add the 120, orale, see this. So having a little fun here. So it's 120, 120, 120. That is 360. Yes. Everybody okay with that? Yes. Okay. Now let's go ahead and do number 4. Give me the name, how many triangles you're going to form, the sum. But let me help you with that. Okay, that's one of those 4 sides. Is quadrilateral. That's right. Okay. So quadrilateral. Okay, quadrilateral. Number of triangles. Okay, I'm going to have to draw that regular quadrilateral. Which is a regular quadrilateral?
A square.
It's a square, right? The regular quadrilateral has a name that is a square, right? So that is right, because if I draw the diagonals from one vertex, it's only going to be from one vertex. We have 2 triangles, right? So it's 2 triangles. So how many triangles form? 2. The sum of the inside angles that would be 360, right? Because it's 180 plus 180, because it's 2 triangles, that is 360. So we basically multiply the number of triangles times this measurement of all the angles in one triangle, which is 180, 360. One outside angle. 90 degrees, yes, because if you extend those sides in the same direction, that's the key. If the inside is 90, the outside would be 90, right? So it's 90, 90, all of these are 90. So each one of the outside angles is 90. So the interior was what? 90 was the inside angle, and the outside angle is also 90. And now the sum of all those 90s, 90 times 4, right? 360. Right? So okay, so 360.
Is trapezoid a quadrilateral?
Trapezoid is also quadrilateral.
But that one is 3 triangles.
It's 2. From one vertex,
Oh.
it's It's only 2. Yes, good point. Good. Okay, so now at this point, row number 1, please fill out the first row for a 5-sided figure. Row number 2, fill out the row with the 6-sided figure. Row number 3, 7-sided figure, and row number 4, 8-sided figure. So work on that. Complete that row for that particular polygon. Okay, let me give you a minute to work on that. Okay, so then for the pentagon, which is this right here, you're supposed to have drawn how many diagonals?
2.
2 diagonals. And that forms, so it's a pentagon here, pentagon. You know what, let me use the same color. Okay, so pentagon. And how many triangles were formed? 3. What was the sum?
540
540, because it's 3 times what?
times 180.
Times 180, so that was 540. What's the interior angle?
108.
108, because it's 540 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 angles. They're the same. You said that is 1 or what?
Well, 108.
108, and all of these are degrees. Great. How about an outside angle? Like if I was to extend,
72.
I extend it. That's right. I extend it. I extend, you know, from the side, I'm just extending. So if inside is 108, the outside would be 72 because it's a straight line, right? So it's 72. Now, what about the sum of all the 72s together?
360.
That is 360. Yes. So it's 360. Thank you. First row. Second row. 6-sided. What was the name? What was the name? Hexagon. Great. How many triangles were formed from one vertex? 4, right? Because you have 3 diagonals from the same vertex. So it's 4 triangles. And if each one is 180, how many degrees is in the inside of that hexagon? 720. That is right. And only one angle? Since you have 6, 720 divided by 6 angles, that is how many? What's this, the measurement? 120. That's supposed to be 120. Now, what about the outside angle? Second row. If the inside is 120, what is the outside? 60. It's 120, and then plus 60 is 180. So that is 60. And if you add all the 60s, 60 and 60 and 60 and 60, how many degrees would that be? 60 times 60. 360, because it's 60 times 6 is 360. Okay,